I get one life, and this is it. And neither of you is getting a vote.
Honey, this job at Forrester could change your life. Why would you even think of turning it down?
Because she knows her limits. She can't be around Hope every day knowing that the child she's mourning is still alive.
It doesn't even really matter how far away or close she is. I know what I can live with and what I can't live with. Do you guys know what's going on? Hope? Oh my God. Thomas, are you trying to scare me to death?
A little power outage got you spooked?
I was looking for Hope.
Why that going around?
She's my boyfriend's brother's wife, Thomas.
That's a temporary situation.
So you've just been sitting here hatching schemes in the dark?
I was hatching sketches until the lights went out. There. You want to see?
Picking up that hope for the future aesthetic pretty well.
Don't forget, I've been around it a lot longer than you have. Are you my competition for lead designer of the line?
Well, you know, Thorne could always come back.
If he does that, he'll just have proven how unreliable he is.
It's harsh. Some could say the same about you.
Right. Like, I'm sorry for how I ended things. What we had was amazing. I never meant to hurt you.
We both moved on.
I was trying to put Douglas's family back together. Okay? Having two parents in a loving home, and not to speak ill of the deceased, but I couldn't get over Caroline lying to me. But we were great co-parents. And I had all of that time to think everything over. You know, big picture, Caroline's gone and Douglas has no mother.
So now that picture includes Hope. Look, regardless of your feelings, Thomas, Hope's married.
To someone who's been proven unreliable. And she knows it.
Oh, good. The power's back on in here too, I see.
What happened?
There was an issue in the mechanical room, so they shut off the power so they could isolate the problem. There wasn't time to give everyone a heads up. You okay?
Yeah. Thanks for letting me know.
I thought Zoe said she'd be working with you today.
She was, but that was earlier. Is she not in the building?
No.
You look worried.
I don't know whether I should be or not.
Is there something going on? I've kind of noticed a change in her, and granted, it's none of my business, but her father did see me through the worst night of my life, so I feel an obligation.
Look, Zoe, this time in my life should be a dream come true. I found my family, and now I have this amazing job opportunity, but instead I am living in this nightmare that your father dragged me into.
I don't think you two are grasping what's at stake here.
I am fed up hearing about the danger to your father's future. He didn't really seem to care about Flo's.
I'm trying to protect her. And you two. Hey, we're not talking about a parking ticket here. Forged documents were filed. A child was stolen and sold. Flo is an accomplice, and you and I are accessories after the fact. Now we can still save ourselves if the two of you go back to Vegas. And none of us breathes a word of this ever again.
Look, I get where you're coming from. Okay, you're looking out for Douglas and you have all these unresolved feelings for Hope. And now Liam is overseas with Steffi and the girls.
Yeah, where he belongs.
Liam is a good guy. Okay, and admittedly, yes, I'm a little bit more concerned because you're talking about my boyfriend's brother's wife.
Okay, I have no patience for men who litter the world with children they proceed to ignore.
My God, Thomas, Liam dotes on those girls. Okay, he's a stand-up guy.
My refusal to be one of those men, that's the reason we're not together. Not because of Caroline.
How did Hope like those drawings that Douglas did for her?
I may have wielded the pencil, but the sentiments were Douglas's, and the same's true for Kelly.
Oh, wow, Kelly has sentiments now.
She has a few words. Amelia sent me a video. She's calling out for her dada, dada, dada.
Was this a command performance? Because, you know, Liam video calls with those girls all the time. They're not starved for attention.
Everything a baby does is genuine. It really seemed to get to Hope.
Ah, I see. You showed it to Hope. Does this have anything to do with Liam's sudden departure for Paris?
This is what needs to happen. Okay, Steffi's girls need a father, and my son needs a mother.
And you need Hope.
Everyone gets what they want. What's wrong with that?
You mean everyone gets what you want? Things have been good between the two of you, though, right?
Yes and no. Things got a little weird when her dad was in town. Yeah, but they seemed to iron things out by the time he left. You know, but Zoe, she only got more closed off. And when I tried to be supportive, ask her what was wrong, she'd say vague things like, "Oh, I have a lot on my mind." I want to step up, you know, be a good partner to her, but well, I can't do that if she won't let me in.
It's just too risky, Flo. Every time you're around Hope, you crumble.
Because I hate what your father made me a part of.
But you didn't know at first.
I didn't, but then I did.
Why didn't you back out then?
Because I already represented myself as that baby's mother.
So? You could still have disappeared.
And what would have happened to the child?
How's that even your problem?
How is a stolen baby not my problem once I know that she's stolen? Okay, yes. There was one moment where I could have walked away. There was. When I finally realized that Reese wasn't doing a favor for a patient. When I found out that he had placed a dead baby that wasn't hers into Hope's arms and taken her very alive daughter and stashed her away.
Well, I bet you wish you didn't answer when he first called you.
Yeah. How can I even fully say that, though? I mean, I didn't know who that child belonged to, but I also didn't know who I belonged to either, so couldn't have solved the second without the first. And look, sorry, I didn't want your dad to go to jail. I didn't want him to get arrested, and I didn't want you to get hurt either. So instead of walking, I decided to stay and finish what I started. And part of finishing what I started now means I need to come clean to Hope.
Believe it or not, you and I are on the same side.
We don't want the same thing, Shauna. I want both of you gone.
Well, that's not going to happen. So let's figure out a way to do right by Hope and keep everyone out of jail, even though it's what your father deserves.
Kind of feel like I'm walking in on something here.
Conversation. You know me, I can't stop talking until someone interrupts, so.
But it sounded like something about hope?
Hope for the future. Yeah, it seems like we're friendly rivals for designing the line.
Yeah, well, I think I'm friendlier than you are, but, you know.
And you'd be right. Well, if you'll excuse me.
I still kind of feel like I walked in on something here. Look, I know you guys used to date back in the day, and obviously he's going through a lot with the loss of my cousin, Douglas's mom, and everything, but I mean, we always said we'd be honest with each other. So if there's something I need to know about me or us or my family, you tell me, right?
Sometimes people don't talk about what's troubling them because they think that they should be able to handle it on their own.
But Zoe knows she can trust me.
But it may not be a matter of that. Look, when I have people that come up to me and ask me how I'm feeling, ever since I lost my baby, I kind of wish they wouldn't. Because I don't want to make them sad and I don't want to make myself sad. I wish they could wait and stop pushing until I had more clarity about it. But then again, maybe I never will.
And then what? You keep your sadness inside where no one can hear it and it never goes away? I owe Zoe better than that.
She takes the job at Forrester.
No. You see how she is. She's already falling apart.
I am not falling apart.
You work at Forrester, don't you?
Yeah, I was working there before any of this happened.
Oh, so you get to live the high life, while my daughter, whose blood relatives run the place, goes back and works in a smoky casino dealing with a bunch of drunks.
Mom, that's not exactly what happens.
Pushing us to move back, honey, is pointless.
What's pointless is the two of you arguing about what I'm going to do with my life. You don't have a say.
We know that. But we care about you.
Okay, so now you're just going to flat out lie?
Do you think I've forgotten who basically poured gasoline over your life and lit a match, using me as his excuse? I feel responsible for you in a way my father clearly did not. I'm not some petulant little rich girl who thinks daddy can do no wrong. I just don't want you to have to pay for the things that my father did to all of us. That's the truth. It's hard for me to be around Hope, too. I wish she could know that her baby is alive. Of course I do. But I will keep this a secret no matter what, because too much depends on it. Now, you can't say that, can you? And that's why I think you need to go back to Vegas, because it's the only safe way for you. Look, my father made a horrible mistake.
And what? And we're just gonna make another mistake by keeping this lie? No.
You said that we would always be straightforward with each other, right?
Look, there is nothing going on between Thomas and me, okay? I would be a fool to jump back on that merry-go-round again. Look, I had no idea what love was until you showed me. You've seen me at my worst and still somehow didn't even run for the hills.
Stop.
Look, Thomas just seemed like he needed a friend, okay? And he turned to me, and instead of being cold and unforgiving, I was just trying to be the bigger person. See things from his perspective.
Yeah. I mean, you wouldn't be honest with me, though, right?
Of course.
I haven't worked with anyone like you before.
That's because there isn't anyone like me.
Well, you certainly take after your father. I was talking more about your preparedness and your professionalism.
Well, having a father like mine did pay off in my training, and so did having a competitive sister.
Have you talked to Steffi?
Not today yet.
I was thinking, and this is something I wouldn't have said years ago, I miss her.
Well, it's about time you two learn to appreciate each other.
Can I tell you a secret?
Sure.
Of course, I miss Liam and the girls, but I think I feel Phoebe's absence most of all. It's almost like she's a part of me, and that didn't make sense to me at first, but now it does because, we're related. We're family.
Mom, of course, I want to be a part of this family, but the longer that we ingratiate ourselves with the Logans, when it comes out, it is going to be...
It's not going to come out.
Of course it will. Everything always comes out in the end. Just like how I found out who my father is, they're eventually going to find out that I am not Phoebe's mother. That Phoebe isn't even Phoebe.
Honey, I hate to see you this tortured. So let's look at two scenarios, okay? One is that we tell Hope that her baby's alive. Who's unhappy in that scenario?
Well, the three of us, obviously, along with my father.
Might be worth it to me.
To be in prison.
And let's not forget how devastated Steffi will be when the baby that she's been raising is taken away from her.
And my boyfriend won't be happy to see me led off in handcuffs.
And we can probably add Wyatt and his mother to the unhappy list.
Oh, and of course, when the story hits the news, total strangers will hate our guts. Along with every parent who has ever lost a child.
Okay, now let's look at scenario number 2. What if Hope never learns that her child's still alive? Who's miserable in that situation?
Hope.
Anyone else?
Me?
Okay, so you'll be miserable either way.
A lot less unhappiness in this option, though, right?
That's a crazy way to think about it, though. Something is right or wrong, no matter how many people it makes unhappy. Right is right and wrong is wrong.
You want a clear conscience and don't care who it hurts. Is that what you're saying?
No, Mom, I just want to undo the wrong that I did.
How many times have you told me that you want to pay me back for everything that I sacrificed, raising you on my own, single mom? You wanted to buy me a house one day, take me around the world.
I didn't just say that. Those weren't empty promises.
You want to know what I want? I don't want the house. I don't want to go around the world. I want you to promise me that you never tell Hope about this child. I know it's terrible. I know it's not right. But I want you to take this opportunity and get to know your new family, the Logans, get to know Wyatt, because I know you still care about him. I want you to take this wonderful, amazing job opportunity. I want you to let this child live with this amazing family that adopted her, that wants her to have this beautiful life. Just like your father would want you to have the beautiful life that you deserve.